Today I'm going to talk about hyperactive kids. I have chosen this topic because I think that it's very interesting as a teacher to know and identify if any of our students suffers from this disorder. And I believe that this topic will be very useful for everyone because knowing the causes of this disorder, we can identify it and know how to treat our children, friends, students in a special way. Okay, here we have attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and there are 3 types of the disorder. The first one is hyperactive and impulsive type. Children show both hyperactive and impulsive behavior, but for the most part they are able to pay attention, and some symptoms of hyperactivity in children are has difficult sitting still, playing quietly or relaxing, move around constantly, often runs or climbs inappropriately, and talks excessively. The second one is inattentive type, formerly called attention deficit disorder, ADD. These children are not overly active. They don't disrupt the classroom or other activities, so their symptoms might not be noticed. And some symptoms of inattention in children has trouble staying focused, appears not to listen when spoken to, has difficulty to remember things and following instructions, doesn't pay attention to details, or makes careless mistakes. And the last one is combined type, inattentive and hyperactive. Children with this type of ADHD show both categories of the symptoms. This is the most common form of ADHD disorder. And some symptoms of impulsivity in children are acts without thinking, intrudes other people's conversation or games, often interrupts others, say the wrong thing and the wrong time. What causes hyperactivity? Hyperactivity can be caused by mental and physical disorder. The most common are ADHD, hyperthyroidism, or having too much thyroid hormone, brain disorders, nervous system disorder, physiological disorders. Recognizing the signs of hyperactivity. In children, hyperactivity might lead to difficulty concentrated in school. They might be also display impulsive behaviors such as talking out of turn, blurting things out, hitting other students, and being overactive. What to do in the classroom? Children are required to sit still, pay attention, and follow instructions. But these are the very things children with ADHD struggles with daily. These strategies can help control hyperactive motor activity and reduce anxiety for the child, his teacher, and his parents. We have some strategies that we can follow in the classroom. For example, first, pair the child up with a buddy, give second chance, encourage attention to details. How is hyperactivity treated? Okay, here your doctor might take a blood or urine sample to check your hormone levels. Since hyperactivity can also be caused by hormonal imbalance, for example, you might have an imbalance in your thyroid hormone or other hormones. Hyperactivity can also relate it to an emotional disorder. In this case, you will be treated by a mental health specialist. Your specialist will review the symptoms to determine what condition you might have. Once a condition is diagnosed, you might be giving medication or therapy to control your hyperactivity. How many children have ADHD? The estimated number of children and adolescents overdiagnosed with this disorder, according to the Parents Control, was consistent as previous from the National Survey Children Health. Attention deficit hyperactive disorder is one of the most common behavioral disorders in children, once called attention deficit disorder. Positive effects of ADHD in children. In addition to the challenge, there are also positive traits associated with people who have attention deficit disorder. First one is creativity. Children can be marvelous, creative, and imaginative, might be easily distracted, but sometimes they notice what others don't feel and notice. Flexibility. Because children consider a lot of options at once. They don't become set on one alternative early on and are more open to different ideas. Enthusiasm and spontaneity. Children are really boring. They are interested in a lot of different things and have lively personality. And the last one is energy and drive. When kids are motivated, they work hard and strive to succeed. It actually might be difficult to distract them in a different task that they are interested in, especially when the activity you can interact with their hands on. And as a conclusion, children with ADHD struggle with symptoms such as inability to focus or stay still for a long time and impulsive behavior. They have a psychological difference in their neurology that makes these problems pervasive and potentially disabling. Also, they experience more obstacles in their path to success and more challenge in school than the average students. Keep in mind, too, that ADHD has nothing to do with intelligence or talent. Bye!